For maximum protection from paralytic polio.
Scenes from history show the wrath of polio. Children paralyzed for life, others relying on iron lungs to breathe. Now the virus is spreading again in parts of New York State. It's showing up in at least 2 counties' wastewater. One unvaccinated young adult who became infected developed paralysis.
The case of polio is concerning because we haven't seen this in decades. Many of these infections.
But this New York physician says it wasn't a total surprise.
Now, in the last 2 years, with the pandemic, childhood immunization rates have dropped dramatically, not only due to anti-vax sentiments, but just due to the fact that people were just not getting routine medical care.
Health officials are warning hundreds could already be infected without even knowing it. Polio vaccination programs are now underway in New York to get people up to date.
You have asymptomatic carriage of polio, then it can spread.
At this pop-up clinic inside a Toronto hotel, Dr. Anna Banerjee vaccinates refugees from Afghanistan, where polio remains a constant threat. Global travel means this virus can find its way to anyone who's not yet immunized. In some Canadian provinces, it's estimated more than 10% of toddlers don't have their 3 rounds of polio shots.
If you start not vaccinating the kids from the primary series, like the measles, mumps, rubella, diphtheria, tetanus, pertussis, polio, etc., then you risk those diseases coming back.
This was after I came back from the Para Games.
Wes Hazlitt says Canadians shouldn't take that risk. The 70-year-old Winnipeg resident caught polio at just 13 months old. He learned to walk with crutches and leg braces. Recently, he spent tens of thousands to make his home accessible.
I would not want people to have to go through what my life was and what the current life is for lots of people that had polio a long time ago.
His advice for today's Canadian families? Stay up to date on vaccinations. Lauren Pelly, CBC News, Toronto.